So when it comes to traffic acquisition, Google is one of the most powerful traffic channel, okay, traffic source, okay. So that is because Google is a unique platform, unique in certain way. I know when it comes to Google, and a lot of people hear about Google Ad, the first thing that comes to mind is probably Google search. But I want you to look at Google as an ecosystem with a combination of different hub inside this ecosystem here. Okay, so which means irrespective of what you are selling and what you are trying to achieve with what you sell, Google is one of that platform that is going to uniquely make it easier for you to reach your ideal audience or customers. Okay, so imagine that, for example, you want to run a kind of an event, you have a live event. Okay, uh, in terms of event, for example, you want to look at it, that is a kind of a top of the funnel offer. That is because you are trying to create a lot of awareness about this event here so that you get people to register for your event. Okay, so Google is going to offer you that opportunity for you to be able to reach people who want to attend or who can attend your event using different approach or campaign type inside this Google ecosystem here. All right, and uniquely when you log into Google, if you want to get into the Google Ads platform, the first thing you need to do is to come to Google um, ads.google.com. All right. And if you want to access your Google Ads, all right, here is the if you have not run Google Ads before, if you have not set up Google Ads at all. So this is how the interface is going to look like. So for you to get to this interface, hit this one, say business.google.com, or you can go to something like ads.google.com. So let's do ads. Okay, so when you see it, you can look at it here, see something like app.google.com. So let's let's see how it's going to look like. So again, you see that it's taking us to this same interface here, meaning that what we have here is what we have here. All right, so this is the first place that you need to do. Okay, and for you to be able to set up and manage Google Ads, there are a couple of things that you need to have in mind. First thing first, you need to have a Gmail. Simply, you need to create a Google Ads account. Okay, so a Google Ads account is your advertising ID that you'll be using to set up and manage Google Ads. So meaning that every single thing that you'll be doing with your ad here is going to be reported or tracked back to this account here. And when you are setting up Google account with Google or setting up with Google, it is important for you to also know that a combination of things will happen. One of it is that your account will get suspended. That is if you violate Google advertising policy. Okay, it happens with every network. Okay, because like a social media or every other social platform, you see that there's a kind of a community guideline or advertising guideline, meaning that if you violate these terms here, your account is going to be what suspended. You're like an agency of government, for example, they're responsible for monitoring some certain behaviors. So something like the Federal Road Safety Corps, for example, you look at okay, say if you violate some certain road usage rule, so you are going to be fined, or your driving license will be taken away from you. All right, so in ecosystem, there are certain rules that govern that ecosystem. So if you want to start advertising on Google, it is very important for you to take note of these things that, okay, these are some of the things that could potentially happen when you want to run or set up Google Ads. Okay, now, interestingly, if you look at this platform, you see that currently Google have a kind of an active promotion that is going here. And one of the promotion is this. Google said that $300 in ad credit available sign up and complete billing setup. So how does this basically work? So the way it works is that if you sign up on Google today, let's say for example, you sign up today, then spend um, $300 in the next 60 days. Okay, Google is going to give you back $300 so that you use it to run campaign for your business, to use it to advertise your business. So it is that simple. This is not, it is 100% legit. So if you spend $300, Google is going to give you $300 back. Okay, not just that, there are a couple of those offer here. So let's look at it. So the $300 here being the first one. Okay, spend $300 in first 60 days to unlock the credit. So we have another offer here, which is $600. So meaning if you spend $600 before 60 days, of the first time of opening this account here, Google is going to give you a $600 for you to advertise or to run ads. Then the third offer here is $1,800 with Google in the first 60 days. Okay, so you get 900 credit. So when you spend 1,800, Google is going to give you $900 as ads credit, so that you use it to get more sales or get more lead for your business. So it is that simple. Okay, so now the way to do that, for you to be able to claim this offer now, all you need to do is to go ahead and click get started. Is that get started, or click this sign in now. So either way, it's still going to take you to the same destination. But in this training here, in this quick walkthrough video, or a fundamental to Google Ads here, what I'm doing here is to show you the basic thing that you need to understand how Google Ads basically work. Okay, so I won't be signing in. So I'm going to use one of the accounts that we have here to walk you through exactly what you need to do. So what I'm going to do, I'll switch to a personal account here. So let's switch to this account here. Okay, so that I walk you through some of the things that you need to understand about Google Ads. Okay, so now this is the interface of Google Ads. This is how the interface look like. So you can see that it's plain. Okay, so I have a kind of an overdue payment here. Okay, then at the same time, I also have a kind of free Google Ad credit here that Google gave me here after spending like $300 within the first 60 days of opening one of the account here. So that's what Google gave us. All right, so now let's see what's that credit. So now let's look at promotions. All right. So when you look at this account here, you see that I have like $300 here, and requirement that was February 9. Okay, so its expiration of this credit is on the 18th of April. All right, so I have to use it before then. So I redeemed the code around December 11, 2026. So Google gave me this, all right, so that I can use it to advertise my business. Okay, so that is Ponted. So when you get to the Google Ads interface, basically this is how the interface look like here. Okay, now this is how the interface look like. Now remember I talked about ad account. So this is an example of this is one of our ad account here. Okay, that's associated to this my email here. So for you to be able to open a Google account, you need a Gmail for you to do that. Okay. And on the right, on the by your left side far end here is where a lot of things happen here. Almost every single thing that you need to know or to do a Google ad is hidden here, right? So there are a couple of things that are hidden here. So inside here, you have something like Asset Studio. You have something like planning. So inside planning, you have something like Keyword Planner, Performance Planner, and Rich Planner. Okay. And then also you have something like App Advertising Hub. You have something like Share Library. All right. So where you get to create your audience segment. Then once you also have to, you can upload your exclusion list or a brand list. Okay. So by brand here, where you don't want your ad to refer on, appear on, or the list. For example, it could be like channel that you don't want your campaign to appear if you are launching Google, YouTube, or Demand Gen, for example. Okay, so for you to know exactly some of the things that are within the Google Ad ecosystem, I'm going to go to where I just click create account. Okay, create a campaign. All right, so inside Google here, the first thing that you need to notice is that you have something like the campaign objective. All right, so now remember I talked about if you want to achieve a kind of an event registration or creating an event awareness, okay, that is going to determine which campaign objective that you should be going with or that you need to choose or to start with. All right, number one, we have a couple of them here. We have up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have like 7 campaign type that are here. This one is not really big. This is great campaign without Gold Guardian. So let's say like 6 active campaign type that are here. So the number one is the sale objective. So the purpose of the sale objective, is to drive purchase or sales of the product, either physical, online, or offline. Okay, so many you can send people to like do a kind of a foot traffic where you send them and with a direction or location of where your business is, people can go there and shop for your product. Okay, So that is number one. Another one here is the lead objective, where you get to collect people information so that you can reach out to them or they reach out to you, right? Another one here is like the traffic or website objective here. Okay, so the traffic here is that you are sending traffic to your site, get the right people to visit your website. So you maybe have a particular something that you want to show people on your website. So you're trying to create a kind of a middle of the funnel campaign, or yeah, advertising, where you want people, a lot of people to see what you are selling or what you have in store. So the traffic type is what you can be able to go with. Then also you have the kind of a specific campaign type here that you focus on promoting app. So if you are a developer, okay, or you sell a kind of a software related product like SaaS, software as a service, right? You want people to download this app here. You want people to use it. One of the campaign type that you can basically use inside your Google Ad, um, inside your Google Ad setup is the app campaign type. Another one is more like what you call is awareness and consideration. Okay, so remember the event thing we talked about. So this is if you are running a kind of awareness and consideration. Remember, when you are running this type of ad here, the goal is recall. So do people remember your brand? Do people know you? Okay, so you want to make sure that people recall, remember, okay, I've seen this thing like this. You are trying to create a kind of consciousness so that people be able to know exactly what you offer or what you sell. Okay, another one is something like local store visit and promotions. So this could be like event also. This can work well, or you run a physical store, like a restaurant, for example, can be able to use this. Lounge can use this. Okay, so they can basically use this one here to drive acquisition to their site or their physical locations. Okay, the most important one here is the creating goal campaign without goal guardian. Okay, so in this case here, when you are picking this objective, you are trying to say that, okay, I'm good enough to know that I know exactly the kind of setting that I want to approach, what I want to choose, what I want to run with my campaign. Okay, so if you are starting out, you might probably want to say, okay, let me just choose one of these and work with. However, once you start knowing exactly how Google at work, you might want to go with this one here because it gave you the flexibility to set and collect and connecting more and choose what you want and what you don't want. Okay, however, for a complete beginner, you can choose one of this one to start with. Okay, so once you choose your campaign type, so for example, let me choose this. Okay, automatically you see that it's going to take you to it. The objective, I mean, is going to take you to the campaign type here. All right, so inside the Google campaign type here, we have a couple of them here. Number one here, we have the performance max. So one of the case summary, one of the things you need to know about the performance max is one Google Ad campaign type that is mostly automated with AI that take out all form of Google Ad campaign type. So meaning that you are combining search, demand gen, display, shopping, video at inside one campaign. So demand gen. All right. So this one of performance max. Okay. So what happened is that one of our recommendation is that don't run performance max on its own because you are going to get a lot of money burn because of quality control. Quality control in this sense is that one, you don't want to shoot blind. Before you go ahead and set up a performance max, for example, it's important for you to have a lot of data down to know that, okay, I've released something that is already working. All right, so the way if you want to summarize it, you look at it like a kind of amplifier. Okay, so if you have an existing campaign that's already giving you conversions, bringing you customer, bringing you sales, so want is okay, I want to amplify it. So instead of relying on search, on demand gen, okay, why not take this campaign and show your ad to every single person across the web? Okay, that they are browsing websites, that they are watching videos, that they are searching, is that they are somewhere they are playing video games, irrespective of where they are. You want to make sure that you capture this intent here as quick as possible or across multiple platforms. All right. So, and remember, I told you that Google is a hub. All right. It's an ecosystem with combination of hub. All right. So these are some of the things that you're going to find inside. So here you have performance mark, you have search. Search here is one of those campaign type that any business want to who are into high ticket sales, right? To sell a product that is on the high side. All right. So, for example, like real estate, for example, it is one campaign that you want to start with, or sell something like automobile, for example, it is one campaign type that you want to start with, or you are into a kind of a local service business. This is one campaign type that you want to start with. Now, the reason why you want to start with this one is pretty very simple. It is because people who go on Google to search for something, they are like they are in a purchase stage. So you want to look at it like a kind of the bottom of the funnel campaign. Okay, so people are making decisions. And because people are making decisions, you want to be there where people are, where those decisions are being made. Okay, if you're able to target or create this ad that target people based on what they are searching on Google, you made that saying that the campaign is going to be really, really relevant. So some of the key things that you need to understand when it comes to search is that you need to understand how keyword work, okay, how headline works, okay, how to optimize your landing page, for example. And also there are other metrics that you need to look out for when you are setting a search campaign, something like what we call rank, quality score, something like that. So they are very important for you when you're setting up a Google campaign, search campaign. All right, very, very important. Another one that you have here, it is what we call the demand gen. Demand gen here is another thing that try to look like this, but totally different in its approach. So here is a form of, it's a video campaign. Here, the thing is, you have flexibility on where you want your campaign to show in terms of demand gen here. For example, you can select certain placement like YouTube. It's okay in YouTube, I want my ad to show in short, I want it to be in stream, okay, or in feed, something like that, or even on display or discovery. So with this, you can be able to show your ad on YouTube, show your ad on display network, on Gmail, and other partner site, for example. So this one here is the display network. So strictly here with the display network here, we target people browsing across the web. Okay. So if you are into a product like fashion, okay, I trying to create a kind of a top of the funnel campaign where you want to reach a lot of people at scale, all right? And while paying small money, what you want to do is the display network that you want to basically want to focus on. We also have the shopping campaign, all right? Shopping campaign is another campaign type to develop a product from merchant. So this one here, like kind of an e-commerce inventory. All right. So now what happened with this one is that now you are going to use a kind of a merchant plugins. You have to have a merchant account where you can be able to import this thing here into Google, then use it to run ads, showing people who are paying for similar thing. All right, so run all sort of ads, carousel ad, okay, single image, all right, targeting people who are searching things that are relevant to what they are selling. It could be something like wristwatch, okay. So they are perfectly good for e-commerce business people or businesses. All right, so it's going to work pretty well for you. Then the next one here is the video campaign. So the video campaign is what you popularly call a YouTube. Okay. So if you select this option here, that combination of things that you'll be able to do, you can select the type of campaign that you want to run inside YouTube. Okay, it is that simple. All right. So Google have a combination of hub inside one ecosystem that can leverage to make sure that you get your business the right result. Then the last one here is the app. Okay, promote your Android app or iOS on Google search, display, YouTube, and partner site with ad app. Okay, so if you want people to install your app, maybe your app solve maybe it could be a fintech product, okay, or a product that solves a basic issues or a trend issue. All right, so what you want to do is to use this campaign type here to drive a kind of app install. All right, so these are a few things that you need to know basically as the fundamental into Google Ads. Now, if you learn something from this video, my name is Noah. I'm the founding partner of Innovation Limited. So we are a key marketing agency. All right. So if you like the video here, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right. So that I'll be dropping video like this education video. I'll walk you through some of our results and how to set a profitable Google and YouTube ad for your business. All right. So and that's it in my next video. Cheers.